Hey YouTube, what's up? First I want to say I'm not wearing these to look cool, it just lights bother my eyes a little bit. And I wanted to show you my new toy my dad gave me. 45 caliber single action Colt. I mean, nothing feels like these, just nothing. I have two other pistols. I have a 40 caliber Beretta and a 380, both semi-autos. And semi-autos beat revolvers hands down in almost every category, except they do have one fatal problem, and that's they can jam. And anyways, I'm from Detroit, and I've never had a lot of hunting experience and all that. I've been pretty much a city boy. I did rustle me a cow down in Florida once, but I was starving and homeless. And I don't usually tell people stories because they don't usually believe me. But I have witnesses to both of these deer stories I'm going to tell you. Okay, well, my uncle had a farm up in Almont, Michigan, and behind his house there's like 30 acres of corn, and in the back corner there's like a 5-acre tree stand back there. And this was like one of the warmest opening days ever. It was like 70 degrees out. And my uncle says, well, go by that big oak tree at 7 o'clock in the morning and you'll have a deer. And because, he sees them every day. So anyways, me, my brother-in-law, and a friend, we had this little pop-up trailer that we pulled up next to his barn. And we were drinking whiskey and playing cards all night. And I don't know what time I passed out, but I didn't wake up till like 9 in the morning. And I'm like, oh man, I missed it, But I dragged my ass out there anyways. And in Michigan, you can only have 3 rounds in your gun. And I didn't take any spare ammo. So I get out to the tree, out there by the tree. I'm standing out there, I'm looking out into the cornfield. And I'm thinking, I'm too late, So what do? I light up a cigarette. I'm doing everything you're not supposed to do. I lit up a cigarette. I'm pissing. And I had my shotgun leaning up against the tree. And then right behind me, I hear crunch, crunch, crunch. I look over my shoulder, and a big old buck, man. He wasn't even 10 yards away. I got to hit him with a rock, And he's giving me his broadside. He's looking at me. I'm thinking, well, what do I do, Should I slowly go for my gun, or should I quickly grab it and shoot? I decided on quick grab, and by the way, my pecker's still hanging out too. So anyways, I grabbed his shot and I spun around, I fired, and I went high. I was using slugs, and I could see the leaf just above his back. I hit the leaf. He starts running. I take another shot. Bam, I hit a tree. I'm like, oh, he's gone. That's it. What does he do? He stops, he turns around, he comes right back there giving me the other side. This time I just took my time and I squeezed off a round, and I hit him in the heart, but I didn't know it at the time. And he had jumped out of the tree line into the tall grass. I didn't know he died right there. I thought he ran off, and I'm not like Daniel Boone or nothing, and I'm not going to go walking up on a wounded buck with no ammo. So I went back to the trailer. I'm like, I shot a deer, and they're like, oh, bullshit, no, you didn't, man. I was only gone like 20 minutes, And I'm like, whatever. So I went to sleep. And a couple hours later, John comes and says, where'd you shoot that deer at? And I told him. He says, I found your deer, Anyway, so we got it back, and I'm skinning it, and I'm like, I felt kind of bad. Why did I shoot it? I didn't really need the meat or nothing. And at least he died quickly, though. But anyways, a couple years later, my daughter and her boyfriend, he has some people up in Bad Axe, Michigan, up there. So he says, you want to go hunting? I said, okay, all right, So we get out there, and there's like maybe a half a mile of corn, big square thing, and in the middle there's maybe like 10 or 15 acres of woods right in the center. Now I had just bought this shotgun, never even used it, and this first one I had 2 beads on it. Now I watching as I'm loading up. He took off earlier. He was coming around into the right side into the tree line, and I saw him a deer come out, and he shot at it, and it ran back into the woods. Then it comes out straight at me, and I swear it's about the size of my pinky when I'm looking at it. At least a 500 yard shot. I'm not kidding. At least 500 yards. And I just, I didn't think I was really going to hit it. I just aimed a little high and squeezed off a round. I saw him shudder a little bit, and then he ran back into the woods. Then he comes out of the left side of the tree line, stumbling out, and I'm like, he's over there, he's over there. So he gets there first, and I come run up there, and there's this little buck, man. He just barely had nubs on his head, and he's just crying and crying. He's just standing there, and I could see a big old hole in his neck. I could see the grass through the hole in his neck, and I'm like, finish him off, man, finish him off. So what does he do? He pulls out a 9mm and shoots it in the head. Now it falls on the ground. It's just screaming its ass off, So I just finished it off, But, man, I was thinking, I don't want to do this no more. Unless I really need the meat, I don't want to do it. And I don't know, maybe we get wussified because we buy our meat from the grocery stores. Maybe everybody should kill their own meat, Maybe they eat less of it. But anyways, I also wonder, for those who are still with me, where is it? Oh, crap. I wrote a book called Once Before Time by Alan Canary. You have to search it on Amazon that way. And I don't have it here, darn it. Anyways, it's a book like you've never read before. and it's got an hourglass on it, and you'll see it if you're looking for it. It's called Once Before Time by Alan Canary, and you got to search it on Amazon that way. And I'm not a writer. I don't have writing skills, but I think my ideas and concepts will way more than make up for my lack of abilities in writing. Also, in there in the last chapter, I put in some memories of growing up in Detroit that some of you guys might find interesting. Anyways, I hope you check it out. And like I said, if you're looking for it, it's got an hourglass on it. You'll see it. All right, I hope you check it out. Bye.